Hi, today we are going to look at troubleshooting DNS issue on our Windows client. So we have a Windows 10 operating system here that we are going to use and test our DNS issues. As a network administrator, you might have some of your users who might not be able to access the internet or browse the internet as a result of DNS failures. So here, using this computer, you can see I have internet access. As you can see, hovering over the Wi-Fi connection is showing me internet access. Likewise, I also have some IP addresses that are always rolled up and running on the internet that I normally ping and verify my internet connection is up and running. One of them is the Google Open DNS Server 8.8.8, and here you can see it's repairing very well. Another one is another public DNS server that is running on one university in the US, 4.2.2.2.2. I can also ping another DNS server, Open DNS server, that is maintained and run by Cisco, that is 208.67.322.322. So after verifying that my internet connection is up and running, but opening a web browser and trying to access a site like NLO.gm, that's the website of the National Audit Office of the Gambia, so here I am having some issues. So accessing NLO.gm is showing me this site can be reached, so DNS address could not be found. There should be something wrong, and check your DNS or DNS configuration or proxy. I will try another site like cisco.com, and we will also have the same issue. This site cannot be reached, but from my command prompt I can see that I'm accessing public addresses that are running on the internet. So one of the tools that we can use to troubleshoot this is the NSLookup in the Windows environment. So NSLookup can be used in two different modes. One is the interactive mode and the non-interactive mode. So here on the interactive mode, you can say NSLookup, and now we can test our DNS records translations. So here is showing the default server that my client is running on my machine is 3.2.2.2. So if I want to resolve cisco.com, here we can see request timeout. So that means the server has no records of cisco.com and is unable to contact our DNS server to get this record. Likewise, if I try to translate for NAO.gm, I expect to see the same thing. Request timeout. So with NSLookup here, we can now change the server. I said I will change the DNS server using the Google Open DNS server. So now telling me my server has changed. The default server is now 8.8.8.8. So let's see if we can resolve Cisco with that server. Okay, so now this Open DNS server is resolving fine, and it said the address is 108.126.82.19, and this answer was acquired from a non-authoritative server. So that means this DNS server 8.8 doesn't have this particular record, but it contacted other DNS server on the internet and get this response or this record, and that's why it is a non-authoritative answer. So likewise, if I do the same for NAO.gm, we can also see the address 66.96.147.159. It is also a non-authoritative. All right, so now what I will do basically is to fix this issue. I will go to my client and network adapter and change my DNS address. So maybe my DNS server is failing. I can change it to another DNS server. For example, in this case, I will use an Open DNS server. Let's say I will use the Google DNS server 8.8.8. I can also use a secondary if I want, 208.67.322.322. So launching my web browser again, I can refresh this thing, cisco.com, and now that one is working fine. All right, so I can also refresh the NAO.gm on my web browser, and we should see a response. Okay, so NAO.gm has loaded, and now you can see as the National Audit Office of the Gambia goes and check for publications and so on and so forth. Okay, so going back to our command prompt, NS lookup can also be used in two forms, as I said earlier. So we use it in the interactive mode. We can use it in the non-interactive mode. Like I can just say NS lookup and a space, and I put the URL or the fully qualified domain name that I want to resolve, www.bbc.co.uk. Okay, so now I have the response for that fully qualified domain name. So that's it basically for troubleshooting DNS issues on your Windows clients. And if you enjoyed this video and want to see more of them, please subscribe, click the bell icon to receive notification as soon as our new videos are released. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.